Test 1 2 test test. Test 1 2 test test. Welcome back, Generals fans. This is Patrick Kenny, your broadcaster for tonight. Your starting lineup for the Baton Rouge Rougarou. Number 7, Scotty Scott playing second base tonight. Alex Gailey in the 2-hole at shortstop. Logan Lejeune in left field, number 20 for the Rougarou. Number 5, Drew Bianco, the third baseman. Number 12, Brendan Lambert over there behind the plate. Number 11, Reed Beatty holding down center field for the Rougarou. Number 6, Lucas Polanco at first base. Number 1, Cam Crawford in right field. Kyle Flitterich in as the DH. And then the pitcher is Zach Fordham. And then here is your starting lineup for your Victoria Generals. Number 44, Tanner Roach in center field leading off the game for the Generals. Number 1, Jose Diaz in right field batting second. The left fielder, number 8, Kobe Potvin in left field. Number 5, Ian Groves DHing tonight. Peyton Robertson, number 7, is at shortstop tonight. The new addition, E.J. Taylor, number 17, over there at first base tonight. Reese Johnson is playing third base tonight, number 6. Zach Vuletich, number 16, is your backstop for tonight. And Derek Cervantes is your starting pitcher for the Victoria Generals. The Generals yesterday were able to get the win, starting off the second half of the season strong with the 5-1 win against the Rougarou, as they were able to score in 4 consecutive innings from the second to the 5th, and that's going to bring up Scotty Scott, the second baseman tonight for the Rougarou, as Derek Cervantes steps on the mound and gets ready to pitch. As Cervantes gets his sign and starts his windup. That is a fastball driven to right field. Jose Diaz got some beat on it as he tracks that one down for the first out. 1 pitch and 1 out. That's efficiency right there. And that's going to bring up the number 2 hitter for the Rougarou, Alex Gailey, with 1 out here in the top of the first. Alex played last night and struck out 2 times in 3 official at-bats and also drew a walk last night. as Derek Cervantes starts his windup, as that is a fastball that is fouled off for strike one. As Derek Cervantes' second pitch misses outside for ball one. And the pitch from Cervantes is a slider in there for strike two. 1-2 goes the count. One out here in the top of the first inning. As Cervantes gets his sign and starts his windup for the 1-2 pitch. And that's a nasty slider. Taken on the inside half. Definitely looked good from here, and the Generals fans thought so as well. Nevertheless, count goes to 2-2 as Cervantes starts the windup and delivers another slider. And ring him up. That's going to be the first strikeout for Cervantes of the night and the second out in the first inning. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 20, Logan Lejeune, as there are two outs here in the top of the first inning. As Cervantes is already ready, as he steps back off, steps on the mound, and starts his windup and delivers the pitch. In there for strike one. As his second pitch, as Cervantes gets ready for his second pitch of the night, or for the batter, and that is a check swing. One and one is the count here, as Cervantes gets ready and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That is a nasty slider fouled off for strike two. 1-2 is the count. Go back. As Cervantes gets ready for the 1-2 pitch. And that is another nasty slider swung on for strike three. Cervantes strikes out two in the top of the first, and we're going to go to the bottom half with the Generals hanging up a 0, looking to get some runs across early in this ball game. Leading off tonight's ballgame for the Generals is number 44, Tanner Rouge. Tanner yesterday had one heck of a ballgame, scoring 2 runs for the Generals and their 5-1 victory as the first pitch is swung on for strike 1. 0-1 goes the count. As that ball is drilled to left field. And that's going to get out of here. That ball is way gone as the left fielder tried to jump up and make the play at the fence. Unable to, and that's going to get out of here for the first run of the ballgame. Generals start the game off strong with Tanner Rouge's lead-off home run for the Victoria Generals. Man, I didn't think that ball was going to be able to get out of here. That ball was definitely a line drive that just barely got over, as the left fielder definitely thought he was going to be able to make that play. Generals take the lead as Jose Diaz comes up. Generals fans getting pretty loud tonight, as that was one heck of a way to start a ball game. As Fordham steps onto the mound. Generals wearing their special purple jersey tonight as the 0-0 pitch is taken for strike 1. The Generals wearing their special purple jerseys for Alzheimer's awareness tonight. They're going to be auctioned off at the end of the game as Fordham delivers the 0-1 pitch as a fastball outside for ball 1. 1-1 goes the count. No outs here in the bottom of the first inning for the Generals, as Tanner Rouge led off the game with a home run for the Generals. As the pitch is swung on, fouled off for strike 2. 1-2 goes the count. As Jose Diaz steps in. Diaz yesterday went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Great night for him last night, as the pitch is a slider that misses down and in for ball 2. 2-2 goes the count, as Jose Diaz gets ready for the 2-2 pitch. And that is grounded into the 6 hole, and third baseman comes over and gets it, makes a nice strong throw to get Jose Diaz over there at first base. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning, and that's going to bring up number 8, Kobe Potvin, General's left fielder for tonight. Kobe yesterday going 2 for 2, scoring a run and also drawing a walk. As that is going to get down a bunt single over there in no man's land, as Kobe Potvin just placed that bunt perfectly. Kobe Potvin gets a Kobe Potvin able to squeeze out a nice single right there with a great bunt. Caught the whole Rougarou defense off guard, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter for tonight, Ian Groves, number 5. Don't take on the base. That's a pass ball that's going to get down. And Kobe Potvin's able to steal second base on that one, as that was a slider that just got away from the catcher, Bennett Lambert. As Ian Groves steps back in. Kobe Potvin on second base. Ian Groves hits that fastball straight up to the pitcher as the third baseman comes over and makes the easy play. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning for the Generals. And that's gonna bring up Peyton Robertson, the shortstop for the Generals tonight, with 2 outs. Kobe Pavitt on second base, dancing a little bit as that first pitch misses upstairs. All right, and the pitch misses downstairs. 2-0 goes the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Tanner Roach led off the game with a leadoff home run for the Generals, and then an out. Ground ball third base as that pitch is fouled off for strike 1. 2-1 goes the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Tanner Roach led off the game for the Generals with a home run, solo shot. And that brought up Jose Diaz, who grounded to the third baseman. And then Kobe Potvin laid a nice bunt down in the Bermuda Triangle over there by first base. Able to leg that one out. And then he advanced on a pass ball. Which allowed what's going on? Sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties. 2-2 goes the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning for Peyton Robertson as that ball is swung on and flicked into right field. The right fielder had a beat on it, and he made the play. We're going to go to the top of the second inning with the Generals leading 1-0. Welcome back, Generals fans. If you're just joining us, Tanner Roach led off the bottom of the first inning after the Rougarou went down in order with a solo home run, and the Generals were able to get 2 hits in that inning as Derek Cervantes throws a fastball in the dirt to Drew Bianco for ball 1. And that is all the offense that we have had so far in this game, as Cervantes delivers the 1-0 pitch, and that is a slider that didn't quite break into the strike zone. Ball upstairs. Count goes to 2-0. And here's the pitch as fouled off for strike 1. 2-1 goes the count for the cleanup hitter for the Rougarou, Drew Bianco. Bianco yesterday struck out 2 times in 4 at-bats. Never seen him to get on base yesterday. As that pitch misses inside, count goes to 3-1. Cervantes having a hard time locating his pitches this at-bat as he was masterful in his last at-bat, or his last outing. As that is flicked into shallow left field as Kobe Potvin comes in and gets that ball pretty easily. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And that's going to bring up Brennan Lambert, the third baseman. And the pitch from Cervantes is fouled off for strike 1. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. As that ball is flicked into the left center gap, that's going to get down for extra bases. As Tanner Rouge comes up with that one, they're going to get it in, and Brennan Lambert is going to stand up at second base. First runner on for the Rougarous. That's going to bring up Reed Beatty. As the Rougarou went down in order in the top of the first. Reed Beatty yesterday going 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Rough night for him. Looking to improve on that. As he had the golden sombrero yesterday, as the pitch from Cervantes is flicked up in the air, and he's already done better putting more contact on that one than he had yesterday. As Barr is able to come up with that one of the new acquisitions for the Generals. And that's going to bring up tonight's Reading and Associates beer batter. The beer batter, Lucas Polanco, the first baseman. As the Generals fans are rooting for him to strike out, because if he strikes out, it's going to be 2 for 1 draft beers on the Compadre Designs party deck over there on first base, and then $2 off all bottled beer on the third base party deck. As Lucas calls time and steps out, and Cervantes looks in, getting ready for the 0-0 pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And the pitch from Cervantes. Looked like a slider in there for strike 1. Lucas yesterday getting 2 of the 4 hits. 2 of the 6 hits that the Rougarou were able to get last night. He's looking to keep his bat hot. Well, Derek Cervantes is looking to quiet it, and the fans are certainly hoping so. So they are really rooting for a strikeout here. You can hear him out there. As Cervantes looks in, he checks the runner over there at second base, and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That's a ground ball at shortstop over there by Peyton Robertson. Fires it over to EJ, and that's going to do it for the Rougarou in the top of the second inning. Rougarou able to get one runner on, but he gets stranded at second base, and that's going to bring up the Generals here in the bottom of the second inning. And that's going to bring up E.J. Taylor, the new acquisition. He is an absolute mammoth of a person. He tower over me, that's for sure. As the first pitch is swung on for strike one. As E.J. Taylor gets in. E.J. Taylor, one of the new acquisitions for the Generals, playing first base tonight, giving Ryan Flores a break. As that ball misses outside for ball one. 1-1 goes the count, no outs here in the top of the first, or bottom of the second, I'm sorry. As that ball is swung on for strike two, 1-2 goes the count. E.J. Taylor, the 6'4" right-handed corner infielder out of University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. As that ball is flicked foul, count remains 1-2. E.J. Taylor gets ready as the 1-2 pitch is a slider swung on for strike three. And that is going to bring up the third baseman, number 6, Reese Johnson. Reese didn't end up playing last night, but he is playing tonight at third base instead of Jordan Johnson. Jordan Johnson getting a little bit of rest today. As the first pitch is taken for ball one. As the pitch from Fordham is a fastball flicked over to third base. And that's going to get out of play, foul ball. Count goes even, 1-1. One's all across the board here in the bottom of the second inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out for the number 6, Reese Johnson. Logan Lejeune thought he might have had a play on that, but that ball kept carrying with the wind leaning toward left field as that ball just got out of play. And the pitch is a fastball swung on out of play for strike two. 1-2 goes the count for Fordham. Up next for the Generals is number 16, Zach Vuletich, the catcher for tonight. As the 1-2 pitch is a slider, ground ball over to second base. And the second baseman, Scotty Scott, makes a nice play. Little flip over there to Lucas Polanco at first. And the Generals now have 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. As Zach Vuletich steps in the box. No signs from Coach Oros, as Coach Oros seems to be distracting Logan Lejeune over there at third base, just talking to him. You know, playing a little mental games maybe. Just getting in his head, distract him a little bit, and then all of a sudden Zach Vuletich is going to hit a hot shot maybe over there at third base, catch him off guard a little bit. Hopefully extra bases potentially. As that ball is fouled off. Count goes even, 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. As Vuletich steps back in. As E.J. Taylor struck out to lead off the inning, and then a ground ball to second base, as that ball was also fouled off. Count remaining 1-2. As Vuletich gets ready for the 1-2 pitch. And the pitch from Fordham is a nasty slider in the dirt. Had a ton of break on that one. The catcher, Brennan Lambert, able to hold up for that one. Able to make a nice block, keep it in front of him as the count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. As that is a changeup that misses downstairs for ball 3. Count goes full, 3-2. As Zach Vuletich gets ready for the 3-2 pitch. Vuletich yesterday pinch hit for Ian Grove in the 7th as that ball is lofted down the left field line. That's going to get down, foul ball. Count remains 3-2. Good job by Vulicic to stay alive right here. And the Generals able to get the win yesterday, as they were able to score runs in the second, third, fourth, and then 2 in the fifth to win that game 5-1, and helped out by the Rougarou defense a lot, as they amounted 3 errors yesterday. And the pitch from Fordham is fouled down the third baseline. Oh, no, that's going to be fair, as Logan Lejeune tried to make a tough play, as that ball went straight into the sun, as Zach Vulicic advances to second base on the errant throw from Logan Lejeune. That was a soft chopper right on the line, as they called that fair ball. And then that ball just went straight into the sun here at Riverside Park, as that is going to go down as an error, as a single and an error for the Generals, and that's going to bring up Parr, one of the new acquisitions, Justin Barr, one of the new acquisitions for the Generals. Justin, the 6'1" right-handed infielder out of Akron University, as the 0-0 pitch is a ground ball to shortstop. He's booking it over there. Nevertheless, it's going to go down as a 6-3 out for the Generals, and we're going to go to the top of the third with the Generals still leading 1-0. And that's going to bring up right fielder number 1, Cam Crawford, who went 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. Derek Cervantes pitching pretty well so far this game, only giving up 1 hit in the last inning. Notching 2 strikeouts so far, as well as the 0-0 pitch is a slider on the outside corner. That's going to be called strike 1. As Derek Cervantes shakes off the sun. and starts his windup and delivers. The slider fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 goes the count for Cram Crawford. Cervantes likes to work quickly as he is already back on the mound and getting ready for his 0-2 pitch. Wonder if he's going to throw a fastball here after dealing back-to-back sliders. And he does, and that ball is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. As Cervantes delivers the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, ground ball back up the middle. Cervantes almost able to grab it, but that got just past his glove, and that's going to go down as a single. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 19, Kyle Fletcherich. And Kyle did not play in last night's ball game. No, excuse me, he actually went in to pitch last night as Cervantes comes set and delivers the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken outside for ball 1. Fletcher last night going 3 innings, striking out 3 and giving up no earned runs as he kind of came in and just shut the Generals' offense down, who was red hot at that point. And the pitch from Cervantes. Slider taken for ball 2. Cervantes looks in to get a sign. Checks the runner over there at first base and delivers the pitch. The first baseman, the first base runner, Cameron Crawford, looked like he might have been going right there, but stops, maybe just to think he was going. Make Vuličić and Cervantes think he was going. Cervantes comes sets and delivers the 2-1 pitch. He steps off. And he's back on as Crawford takes his lead off first base. And delivers the pitch. Slider outside, taken. Count goes to 3-1. Cervantes checks the runner and comes sets and then delivers the 3-1 pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 4. And that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for the Rougarou, the second baseman, number 7, Scotty Scott. Scotty Scott flew out to deep right field last time as the Rougarou get their first 2 runners of the inning on and are threatening here with no outs in the top of the 3rd inning. And Scotty Scott shows bunt as Cervantes delivers, pulls back. Slider downstairs, taken for ball 1. As Scotty Scott steps in, and Cervantes comes set. And Scotty Scott shows bunt, as that was a fastball way upstairs, as that went all the way to the backstop. That fastball was just way high. As the count goes to 2-0. Both of the runners advance on that wild pitch. Cervantes needs to settle down right here as he has hung 2 zeros back-to-back in the first and the second innings. As Vuličić goes out to talk to him. Cervantes seems to have some control issues so far this inning, as he's already walked 1 runner, got behind the leadoff runner, and now is down 2-0 to Scotty Scott, who has shown bunt twice. Looking to maybe slash. Wonder if Scotty Scott's going to show bunt again. And he does not, as the pitch from Cervantes is a fastball flipped up right in front of the catcher. As Reese Johnson called for it, but Vuletic comes up with it anyway. And that's going to be the first out of the inning for the Victoria Generals. As that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 13, Alex Gailey, who struck out looking in his first plate appearance. As Cervantes is pitching from the full again. As he shakes off Vuletic twice and begins his windup. As that is a slider in the dirt for ball one. And Cervantes seeming to struggle finding the strike zone. I don't think he started off a batter this inning with a first pitch strike as he shakes off Vuletic again and delivers the pitch. Fastball low for ball two. 2-0 goes the count. Back-to-back hitters here going 2-0. One out here in the top of the third inning. As Cervantes gets his sign from Vuletic and starts his windup. As that is a fastball way upstairs. As Vuletic had to almost jump to go get that one. As the count goes to 3-0. Fortunately for Cervantes, as he does have a free base open. So it wouldn't be the end of the world if he were to walk Alex right here. As that is a two-seam fastball taken for strike one. 3-1 goes the count as Alex Gailey gets ready for the 3-1 pitch. I wonder if he's going to take right here. Cervantes has had a hard time finding the strike zone as the 3-1 pitch is a fastball swung on, fouled off. Count goes full 3-2. One out here in the top of the third inning. Two runners on for the Rougarou as they got on by a single up the middle and then a walk. And then Scotty Scott popped out to the catcher in his last at bat, and that brought up Alex Gailey, who's worked a 3-2 count. As that is a fastball upstairs, swung on for strike three. Definitely helped him out right there. As that is the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 20, Logan Lejeune, who was also struck out in his last at bat. Alex Gailey looking to be way too aggressive, trying to be the hero right there, as he swung on a fastball that was way upstairs, almost at his neck, as his eyes just got big and he just saw beach balls. That's one of the hardest pitches in baseball to hit, is the upstairs fastball. Is the first pitch to Logan Lejeune, misses downstairs for ball one. As the Rougarou might be in danger of stranding the two runners that they were able to get on right in a row. And the pitch, that was a fastball inside. Vuletic set up outside and had to come all the way across to go get that one. As Cervantes looks in and comes sets. It's a hot one out here for the Victoria Generals. Definitely the hottest game we've played here at Riverside Park so far this season. And the pitch from Cervantes is a ground ball to shortstop Peyton Robertson. He fires that over to E.J. Taylor and makes the play as the Generals are able to strand the two runners that the Rougarou were able to get at the top of the inning, as the Generals still lead 1-0. Tanner Roach steps in for his second plate appearance for the night as he led off the inning, or he left off the game for the Generals with a solo home run, and that's been the only run support that the Generals or the Rougarou have been able to get across so far this game. As the first pitch of the at-bat missed downstairs for ball one, and the second pitch misses inside for ball two. Fordham definitely being careful pitching to him, pitching to Tanner Roach, as he does not want what happened in Tanner Roach's last at-bat to happen again, as that is a fastball definitely taken inside, but called strike, and nevertheless, as the catcher definitely had to go into the batter's box to catch that one. And that is grounded over to the third baseman. Tanner Roach trying to leg that one out as Logan Lejeune makes the nice play. As that goes, Tanner Roach grounds out for the first out of the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, number one, Jose Diaz. Jose, in his last at-bat, grounded out to the shortstop, Alex Gailey, as he gets ready for the 0-0 pitch. One out here in the bottom of the third inning, as Fordham has definitely settled down since that early mistake, as that was a slider inside. Jose Diaz showed bunt, but able to pull back in time as that one got him. Jose Diaz didn't seem too happy about that, but sometimes a walk is as good as a hit, as that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 8, Kobe Potvin, who was able to single in his last at-bat with a bunt into no man's land between the pitcher, the first baseman, and the second baseman. As Coach Oros gives a couple signs with Jose Diaz, who definitely has some wheels over there. Look at him, he might be stealing. As Kobe Potvin, he's just ready, and Fordham picks off. Jose Diaz, however, about 3 inches off the bag, able to get back easily. As Fordham just making sure that he knows that Jose Diaz is there. As he comes set and looks over at Jose Diaz, delivers the 0-0 pitch. And that is a bloop single into center field. As Jose Diaz is going to come around and score, as that ball is bobbled. Kobe Potvin comes into second base. Jose Diaz kind of limping a little bit, as he was just hit by a pitch not even 2 pitches ago. As Jose Diaz says he's good. That ball was a soft line drive that got over the shortstop's head, as Kobe Potvin gets his second hit of the night. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 5, Ian Groves, who popped out to the third baseman in his last at-bat. And the center fielder for the Rougarou, Reed Beatty, just couldn't come up with that ball. That ball must have been spinning or something, as he bobbled it, and that allowed Jose Diaz come all the way home and allowed Kobe Potvin to slide into second base. As the first pitch of that bat to Grooves misses for ball one. Fordham comes set and delivers, as that ball is flied out to left field, as Drew Bianco makes that play pretty easily. Didn't have to move too far over, as that ball was kind of hit right to him. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 7, Peyton Robertson. Peyton, in his last at-bat, flew out to the right fielder, as there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Peyton Robertson looking to keep this inning alive. As the pitch from Fordham, as Potvin steals that bag. Could have stood up, as there wasn't going to be a throw. As Kobe Potvin steals third base very easily. Definitely able to time the Fordham to the plate. As I don't even think he looked at Kobe Potvin over there. As Peyton Robertson gets ready for the 0-1 pitch, as that ball's fouled off to the right side. Count goes to 0-2. E.J. Taylor, the first baseman for the Generals tonight, on deck. as Peyton gets ready. Steps in the box, and the 0-2 pitch from Fordham is a fastball that misses way upstairs. For ball one, 1-2 goes the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. One run across from the Generals with Kobe Potvin on third base. Definitely keep an eye on Kobe right there. If that ball is a single, he's definitely scoring. As that ball is flied over to the first baseman, as the second baseman calls him off. Scotty Scott able to range over to make that play. As the Generals strand one, but get one across and then and extend their lead to 2-0. We'll be right back with the top of the fourth inning. That's going to bring up Drew Bianco for the Rougarou, as Cervantes comes out for his fourth inning of work, looking to hang another 0 for the Generals, as the 0-0 pitch is a slider taken on the inside corner for ball one. Bianco in his last at-bat flew out to Kobe Potvin, as that is a slider. And that looked to be down the middle of the plate. Nevertheless, it is called a ball. Wonder where that one missed. Had to have missed up or somewhere. Had to have missed up because that was definitely in there. As that was a 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike one. Hardy hack by Bianco. As Cervantes delivers the 2-1 pitch, and that is a foul ball off of his shin. Count goes to 2-2. Cervantes looks to get him out for the second time tonight, and the 2-2 pitch is a ground ball over to Peyton Robertson. Peyton Robertson makes a nice play, Jeter play, and then what a stretch by E.J. Taylor as he almost does the splits over there. What a play by Peyton Robertson and E.J. Taylor for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up number 12, Brennan Lambert, the catcher, who has one of the only 2 hits for the Rougarou tonight, as he had the first hit of the game for the Rougarou, as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And the pitch is fouled over to left field, as that's going to get out of play. We are in the top of the fourth inning, 1 out here for the Victoria Generals. 0-2 is the count. Lambert got the first hit for the Rougarou back in the second inning as he hit a double to the wall. Cervantes shakes off the sign and delivers the 0-2 pitch. as that ball was a slider in the dirt. Got away from Vulicic a little bit. 1-2 is the count. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. Cervantes delivers the 1-2 pitch. Lambert definitely thought about that as he definitely wanted to swing at that as he was able to hold up as that ball was in the dirt, and the count's going to go to 2-2. One out here in the top of the fourth inning as the 2-2 pitch is a pop-up over to the second baseman as he is able to make that play very easily. And they throw it around, and there's 2 outs here. There are 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Reed Beatty. Reed in his last at-bat flew out to the second baseman, Justin Barr. As Cervantes shakes off the sign and delivers a fastball upstairs taken for ball 1. 1-0 is the count here. 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. And the pitch from Cervantes is taken for ball 2 downstairs. Cervantes gets his sign and delivers the 2-0 pitch. That's a fastball taken down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 is the count here in the top of the fourth inning. Cervantes is getting ready to hang another 0 for the Rougarou, as that is a fastball inside, but the umpire is consistent as that was definitely on the white line, but he's going to give the pitchers that today. It looks like, as he's called that a strike twice already. That is a nasty slider. Beatty strikes out to end the top half of the inning, and the Generals are going to go to the bottom of the fourth, looking to extend their 2-0 lead. A new pitcher on for the Rougarou as EJ Taylor comes up to bat, and that's gonna do it for Zach Fordham. He goes 3 innings, in line for the loss or the no decision. Gives up 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and gives up 2 earned runs. EJ in his last at bat struck out swinging as the first pitch is in there. Change up inside for ball 1. And the pitcher, Austin Hansel, delivers the 1-0 pitch, swung on for strike 1. EJ looks like he likes to swing out that slider when it comes on the outer half, as that is another slider swung on for strike 2. The slider is what he struck out on against Austin Hansel. Against Fordham. And the big right-hander delivers the 2-2 pitch, as that was a fastball taken on the outside corner. Called strike 3. EJ did not agree with that, as that's going to bring up Reese Johnson, the third baseman tonight for the Generals. Reese Johnson looking to get a hit to miss at bat against the new pitcher, as the first pitch is a fastball downstairs. Reese in his last at bat grounded to the second baseman after EJ struck out. And the pitch, that is swung on for strike 1. 1-1 goes the count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Game time approaching just about an hour, as this game is moving along fairly quickly. As that is a curveball on the outer half, called strike. Count goes to 1-2. And the pitch as a ground ball to the second baseman, and he's going to make that play. Another 4-3 for Reese Johnson, as Zach Vuletic comes up. Last time up, he hit a ground ball, high slow chopper on the third baseline, as he was able to get a single and then reached on second on the throwing error. Well, I don't know if it was really a throwing error or if it was just an error on Lucas Blanco, as the first pitch was called for strike 1, as that ball just went into the sun, and there was nothing Lucas could really do about that, as the 0-1 pitch is in there for ball 1, as Austin Hansel looks to hang a 0 up for the Generals, as that ball is grounded to the third base side, foul ball. 1-2 goes the count. As Austin Hansel gets his sign and delivers the 1-2 pitch to Vuletic. That is a chopper, and that's going to get down, as Vuletic goes 2 for 2 on the night, making the bare minimum amount of contact on that one, as that was a full swing bunt, as he barely nubbed that one about 3 feet in front of the catcher, as the pitcher unable to grab that one before Vuletic was able to beat that one out. And that's going to bring up the DH. That's going to bring up the second baseman tonight, the new acquisition, as Hansel picks off over to first base. Vuletic sitting back easily. Justin Barr, the Akron product, as he was able to ground out in his last at-bat. Hansel picks off again, called safe. Vuletic able to get back in there. as Hansel comes, sets, and delivers the 0 pitch. Fastball on the outside, swung on for strike one. As the Generals fans are cheering on the new guy, Justin Barr, playing second base tonight. As Austin Hansel picks off again, and that ball is kicked away. Vucic unable to realize that ball is away from him in time as he gets up, kind of upset that he wasn't able to go get that. Probably pretty annoyed at Austin Hansel as well, as he's tried to pick him off 3 times, only throwing 1 pitch so far this game. As that ball is fouled over to the first base side, as the right fielder Crawford had to come a long way to go and get that one. That's going to do it here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're going to the top of the 5th inning with the Generals still leading 2-0. Sorry about that, folks. Looking to upgrade our stream a little bit here, as the beer batter takes the strike one, slider in there from Cervantes. And the pitch from Cervantes is a ground ball to Peyton Robertson. Throws it over to EJ. Has it come off the base, but makes the tag. And there's going to be one out here in the top of the 5th. A free ticket night for the Generals. And Kyle Fledrich, number 19, is going to come up. Kyle Fledrich in his last at-bat was able to draw a walk and then advance to second base on the wild pitch from Cervantes. One out here in the top of the inning. I'm sorry, that is Jordan. I'm sorry, that is Crawford. Actually, not Kyle Fledrich. Crawford, in his first plate appearance, was able to get a single up the middle and then advance all the way to third base, as he fouled off that last pitch down the third baseline. And the 1-2 pitch misses. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled off. Count remains 1-2. One out here in the top of the 5th inning, as Derek Cervantes has been able to hang 4 goose eggs in a row against these Rougarou hitters, as he delivers the 1-2 pitch. Cervantes. This pitch is fouled off over to the first base side. EJ looks like he might be able to make that play, and he's able to make that play up against the fence for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the DH, number 19, Kyle Fledrich, with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, looking to maybe start something with 2 for the Rougarou. Kyle in his last at-bat was able to walk on 4 straight pitches, as Cervantes seems to have settled down a little bit. And he delivers the 0-0 pitch. That's fouled off toward the first base side. That's going to get out of play for strike 1. And the pitch taken upstairs. 1-1 goes the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Rougarou almost threw their second time through the lineup, and the pitch from Cervantes is a slider on the inside corner taken for strike 2. 1-2 goes the count. And Cervantes gets his sign and delivers the 1-2 pitch. That is a slider. It looked like he lost that one a little bit, as that one almost got Kyle Fledrich in the head as he had to back out of the box. That would have been a scary situation had it hit him. But he was able to get out of the way, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch from Cervantes is a fastball, slider in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2. As Cervantes wipes his hand on the rosin bag and gets ready for the 3-2 pitch. And he delivers as a fastball fouled off for count remaining 3-2. As Cervantes gets ready and delivers the full count pitch. Taken fastball for strike 3. Kyle Fledrich definitely thought that one was low. But Cervantes strikes out Fledrich to end the top half of the inning as the Generals look to add more run support in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. I apologize about that, folks. Technical difficulties with our stream. If you just are now joining us, Tanner Roach rounded out or hit a ground ball to the third baseman, and that ball was a wild throw as he was able to reach as Lucas Polanco tried to swipe tag him, but he was unable to get it. Tanner Roach just narrowly avoided getting tagged right there as Jose Diaz was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, comes up to the plate, and the first pitch is taken downstairs. The catcher, Brennan Lambert, tried to get that one, tried to snag it, and he lost his glove, and that pitch got away from him, as that's going to be a pass ball. And Tanner Roach is able to advance to second base on that. Once again, we apologize for any technical difficulties. You might be just joining us, as the Generals are leading the Rougarou 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Tanner Roach was able to lead off the game. And Jose Diaz just got hit for the second time in a row. As Jose Diaz was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Jose Diaz seemed to be a ball magnet tonight. As Kobe Potvin comes up, Kobe is 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. As last time he had a single to left center field and he was able to reach on second on the bobble from the center fielder. As Kobe Potvin gets ready to keep his bat hot. As that pitch is swung on for strike 1. If you're just now joining us, the Victoria Generals are leading the Baton Rouge Rougarou 2-0 as Tanner Roach was able to lead off the game in the bottom of the first for the Generals with a solo shot, and then Kobe Potvin in his last at bat in the third was able to drive in Jose Diaz from first base as Potvin squares around a bunt, but that's going to get down foul on the third base side for strike 2. Potvin drove in Jose Diaz after he was hit by a pitch for the first time, and he was just hit by a pitch a few seconds ago. As the Generals have runners on first and second with nobody out, and the number 3 hitter for the Generals, number 8, the left fielder Kobe Potvin. Kobe already has 2 stolen bases on the night. If he is able to reach again, as Hansel does a quick inside move over to second base just to keep Tanner Roach's feet from moving. Keeping him honest over there at second base as Hansel takes a long look in and comes set. Looks over at Tanner Roach and delivers. Nope, another look over and delivers the 0-2 pitch as that ball is fouled down the first base side. And it's going to be a foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Ian Groves is the number 4 hitter for the Generals tonight, and he is on deck. And he has 2 pop, as he has a pop out and a flat, and he is 0 for 2 on the night. As Kobe Potvin gets ready for the pitch, as that is fouled off yet again. We're going to do this 0-2 thing again. As the count remains 0-2. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A little MLB scoring update as the Rays were able to beat the Yankees 3-4 today. The Twins were able to beat the Rangers 7-4. And the Indians were able to beat the Cincinnati Reds 7-2. As that ball is flicked down the left field line, and that's going to get down foul. Count remains once again 0-2. We're going to do this for about the 4th time. This at bat 0-2. Kobe Potvin not going down without a fight, as Austin Hansel is throwing strikes, just can't seem to get Potvin out so far. As Kobe Potvin gets ready. As that ball misses outside for ball 1. Count goes to 1-2 as Hansel tried to get him to chase on an outside fastball. But it's going to get, but that ball is way too outside, as that is a slider that is definitely a questionable call. He's called that a strike a couple times on that outer half for lefties. But I think because of how good of an at-bat he's doing, he's going to give Kobe the benefit of the doubt as that ball missed. And that ball is going to be fouled off. Count goes to 2-2. One heck of an at-bat by Potvin as he is refusing to go down. As Hansel has thrown a bunch of pitches in this at-bat to Kobe Potvin. 2-2 is the count. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Tanner Roach and Jose Diaz are on first and second base respectively. As Tanner Roach was able to get on by an error as that ball is ripped down the first base. And that's going to be a throwing error, and that's going to get in Tanner Roach for sure. Jose Diaz slides into third base, and that's going to get away from them. And Jose Diaz trots in. Wow. 5 errors for... Wow, 5 errors for the Rougarou this game. Oh my goodness. Wow. That ball was a ground ball, almost tailor-made for 2, over to Lucas Polanco as it was thrown into left field. Jose Diaz was sliding into third. He was going to get there regardless of the throw. It would have been a relatively close play had he maybe slid off the bag or something, but I don't know why they threw that ball. As wow, that was something. It was a ground ball over to first base by Kobe Potvin, and Lucas Polanco got the ball. It was almost tailor-made. It was going to for sure be 2. The throw went into left field. The left fielder, Drew Bianco, came up and threw the ball as Jose Diaz was sliding into third base, and that ball got away from Logan Lejeune, and it went over to toward the Generals' dugout, and Kobe Potvin comes all the way to third base as the Generals are able to score 2 on a crazy play. Like, that is just, like, wow. That is all I can say right now, is I am just absolutely stunned as the Rougarou have amounted 5 errors through 5 innings. As the first pitch to the pinch hitter, Chris Taylor, number 13. That's going to do it for Ian Groves, who flew out twice and went 0 for 2. As Hansel delivers the 0-1 pitch, it was a curveball downstairs, swung on for strike 2. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as the Generals lead the Rougarou 4-0 so far, as Austin Hansel comes, sets, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. That is drilled to deep left center field, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Kobe Potvin's going to come in easily as Taylor rounds second base, and he's going to stay at second base. The Generals score 3 here in the bottom of the 5th as Peyton Robertson comes up. As Taylor was able to get as Cole Taylor was able to come in and get an 0-2 double. That was a good piece of hitting by Taylor. And that's going to bring up Peyton, who is 0 for 2 on the day, has 2 flyouts to his credit. As the Generals are now leading the Rougarou 5-0, as Peyton shows bunt, fouled off. 0-1 goes the count. As Jose Diaz scored a couple batters ago on a terrible throw from the left fielder, Drew Bianco, as Kobe Potvin was able to advance on third as well. And that pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. 1-1 is the count here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No outs for the Generals as Peyton Robertson takes a ground ball through the 6 hole. Cole's going to advance to third base, and Peyton's going to get his first hit of the night. Wow, and the troubles for the Rougarou just keep mounting as the Generals have mounted 7 hits through 4 complete innings and have just come alive thanks to a couple hits a couple walks, and then a couple errors from the Rougarou, as the Generals have gotten 3 across this inning, as there are no outs here in the 5th, as Peyton Robertson leads off first, and that is a changeup in the dirt. E.J. Taylor swung on that one. 0-1 goes the count. This is one crazy, crazy inning from the Generals, as Taylor takes the 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. Peyton Robertson leads off first base with Cole Taylor leading off third, and the pitch from Hansel, as Peyton Robertson steals second baseman easily. Peyton Robertson able to steal second base fairly easily right there, as the throw wasn't even close. And the count goes to 1-2. Taylor so far on the day is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The last one was looking, as he didn't agree with the call at all from the umpire, as he is in danger of getting the hat trick tonight, as that pitch was taken upstairs for ball 2. Taylor, one of the new acquisitions for the Generals for the second half of the season, getting his first game in today, as the pitch is popped up towards second base, and the second baseman Scotty Scott able to make that play, as that is going to be the first out of the inning for the Victoria Generals, as Austin Hansel has been able to only retire 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Reese Johnson. Reese on the night, going 0 for 2 so far, grounding out to second base both times. The Rougarou are playing in as to try and just stop the bleeding on this one, as the Generals have gotten 3 across, as that is a fastball taken on the outside half for strike 1. If I were the second baseman, Scotty Scott, I'd be getting ready, licking my chops, hoping that he's going to hit me another one, but Reese Johnson definitely thinking that he's going to ride the hot waves, as that ball is flicked into left field. And what a play, as he comes in staggering, and that's going to double up Cole Taylor right there, as the Rougarou were able to stop the bleeding here in the 5th. That ball is a left fly ball line drive to left field, as Drew Bianco had to make a diving catch. Taylor came all the way back from about halfway to try and tag on that one, and then was thrown out pretty easily at home plate. And that's going to bring up the Rougarou in the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back. Welcome back, General fans. If you're just joining us, the Generals were able to come up with 3 runs on a couple errors and a couple hits by the Rougarou, and that's going to bring up Scotty Scott to face the new pitcher for the Generals, Ty Abraham. And that's going to end the night on Derek Cervantes. As the first pitch from Abraham is a fastball in there for strike 1. Derek Cervantes goes 5 innings in line for the win, as he only gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 5 through his 5 innings. As Abraham looks in to get his sign and comes sets. Scotty Scott going 0 for 2 against Derek Cervantes. That ball is flicked down the left field line. That's going to get down for a foul ball. 0-2 goes the count. As Abraham looks in, gets his sign from the catcher, Zach Vuletich. As he shakes him off a couple times, he comes, sets, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on toward the first base side. E.J. Taylor going to make that play pretty easily. So he's going to make the put out. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. As it's more the same for the top half of the lineup for the Rougarou. As the top 5 hitters for the Rougarou only amounting 1 hit. And that was a double by the number 5 hitter, Brennan Lambert. As that's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Alex Gailey, as he struck out twice in his 2 plate appearances today. As the first pitch is a changeup in the dirt, swung on for strike 1. As Abraham looks in and gets his sign, comes, sets, and delivers the 0-1 pitch. As that is a fastball taken upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 goes the count. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. The Rougarou have not been able to get anything started offensively against Cervantes through the first 5 innings. As the 1-1 pitch is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. As they were only able to get 2 hits, but then I've given the Generals about 3 runs so far. Really about 3 or 4 runs. As the pitch is swung on, as Gailey gets the hat trick, as he strikes out for the third time tonight, and that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. As the Rougarou have given up 5 errors. They just haven't been able to play catch this game, which is kind of odd considering they've been pretty sure-handed when we've been playing them. As the 0-0 pitch is taken by Logan Lejeune for strike 1. Logan Lejeune going 0 for 2 through his first 2 plate appearances today, striking out in his first at-bat way back in the 1st inning. And the 0-1 pitch is fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 goes the count for Logan Lejeune. As Ty Abraham comes set, or looks in, and he comes set and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on for strike 3. Abraham puts the Rougarou down in order as the Rougarou hang up their 6-0 this inning. And the Generals go down to the bottom half of the 6th inning looking to add a little bit more run support as they're leading 5-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Generals leading the Rougarou 5-0 as Zach Vuletic is up for the Generals. Vuletic so far this game going up, and that ball is flicked into right field as another error for the Rougarou. Oh my goodness. What a recovery though, as Vuletic was 2 for 2 on the day. You might as well make that one another, because I don't think they touched it. Scotty Scott goes running all the way over to shallow right field as Cameron Crawford comes running in as well. Cameron Crawford called him off at the last second as that ball just dropped, as you're going to have to mark that one down as a hit, and Zach Vuletic got thrown out going to second base as Justin Barr, the second baseman for the Knights Generals, comes up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And first pitch of the at-bat to Taylor is fouled off. I'm sorry, to Barr is fouled off. And the pitch. Check swung. Umpire says no go. Able to hold up in time as Barr is 0 for 2 on the day. The pitcher for the Baton Rouge Rougarou is Boudry, I'm sorry. As that's going to do it for Austin Hansel, as he gives up 3 runs, 1 of them earned, and strikes out 1 in his 2 innings of work, giving up 3 hits as well. As there's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Make it 2 as Bohr strikes out, and that's going to bring up Tanner Rouge, the center fielder for tonight's ball game for the Victoria Generals. Number 44, Tanner Rouge. Tanner able to home run and all the way back in the 1st inning, and then grounded out in his 2nd at bat, and then able to reach on an error back in the last inning in the 5th inning. And the pitch from Boudry is taken for strike 1. 0-1 goes the count to Tanner Rouge. As the pitch is taken way outside. Just a bit outside, tried the corner and missed. As that one goes all the way to the backstop. That one was a slider that didn't slide. As the count goes even, 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitch is drilled to left center field, as that's going to get all the way to the wall, as Drew Bianco had to lay out to try and make that one. Unable to come up with the grab, as that one went all the way to the wall, and Tanner Rouge walks into second base with a double. And that's going to bring up the number 2 hitter for the Generals, number 1, the right fielder, Jose Diaz. Jose Diaz is 0 for 1 as he grounded out in the 1st inning, and then has gotten hit by back-to-back pitches and his last 2 plate appearances, but he's come around to score both times. Here's hoping for him to be able to get some good wood on this one and get a base hit, as that is a slider taken in the dirt. As Jose Diaz doesn't look too pleased, and he had to take on that one, as Coach Orioles gives a couple signs. Tanner Rouge might be stealing right here, as he does have some nasty, nasty wheels, as he gets a big lead, as that pitch is fouled off for strike 1. 1-1 goes the count. And the pitch is grounded up the middle. Scotty Scott makes a nice diving play, throws it over to the first baseman, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Nothing across for the Generals as Tanner Roach gets stranded over by second base. And we're going to go to the top of the seventh with the Generals leading 5-0. We'll be right back. Ty Abraham out for his second inning work as Drew Bianco is up for the Rougarou. Bianco in his last appearance grounded out to Peyton Robertson and was out for 2 on the day. As Ty Abraham gets ready for the 1-0 pitch, as that pitch is swung on for strike one. 1-1 goes the count. Ty Abraham steps on, looks in to get a sign from Vuletic. And he comes set and the pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Swung on for strike 2. 1-2 goes the count. As Bianco comes up here. Bianco having a rough night out there in left field. Laying out a couple times, just getting upset watching his team not being able to play catch as that ball is flicked over to the second baseman. Justin Barr is able to make that play. And that's going to go down as the first out here in the top of the seventh inning. One out here in the top of the seventh inning. As Ty Abraham looks to continue his dominance. And the pitch taken for ball 1. As Ty Abraham comes, sets, and delivers. The 1-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. 2-0 goes the count. 1 out here in the top of the seventh inning with Brennan Lambert up. Brennan Lambert going 1 for 2 so far today as he is way ahead now as that pitch misses way outside for 3-0. Definite take situation here for Lambert. As in this situation, the ball game, you just need some base runners, as they haven't really been able to get anything. They've mostly been going down fairly easily. as the 3-0 pitch is in there for strike one. As Ty Abraham gets his sign and comes set and delivers the 3-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off straight back for strike two. Full count now for Ty Abraham as Bianco takes a couple steps, gathers himself, and getting ready to step back in the box as Ty Abraham steps back onto the mound for the Generals, and he gets a sign from Vuletic. Shakes him off a couple times. Now he comes, sets, and delivers the pitch. That's a fastball that misses outside. Bianco able to draw the walk right there. I'm sorry, Lambert able to draw the walk right there. As number 11, the center fielder, Reed Beatty, comes up. Reed is 0 for 2 on the day, striking out looking in his last plate appearance way back in the 4th inning. Top of the 7th here, one runner on for the Rougarou as Reed Beatty comes up to the plate as Ty Abraham comes set and delivers the 0-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off for strike one. 0-1 goes the count. Abraham walks around the mound a little bit, steps back on the mound as Reed Beatty steps back into the box. Brennan Lambert, the catcher, over there at first base as Abraham comes set and delivers the 0-1 pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Good block by Vuletic as he's able to come and get that one. Keep that one in front of him as the count goes to 1-1. One out here in the top of the 7th inning. As Ty Abraham looks over at Lambert, and he comes, sets, and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That's a slider in there for strike two. 1-2 goes the count. One out here in the top of the 7th inning. As Reed Beatty is up to the plate for his 3rd plate appearance. He's 0 for 2. And he struck out looking in his last plate appearance, like I said before, as Abraham comes, sets, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. As a fastball in the dirt. Good block by Vuletic. Ty Abraham making Vuletic work back there as he's buried a couple of fastballs this at bat. 2-2 is the count. One out here in the top of the 7th inning. Cameron Crawford, the right fielder, on deck, and Kyle Fledridge in the hole for the Rougarou as that pitch is downstairs for ball 3. Full count now for the Rougarou. Full count for the Rougarou's center fielder, Reed Beatty. Reed Beatty gets ready for the full count pitch as Ty Abraham delivers the fastball in the dirt. Oh, fastball low, not in the dirt. Ball 4. And that's going to bring up the beer batter. I'm sorry. Lucas Polanco. And that's going to bring up Lucas Polanco, the beer batter, the first baseman. If he strike out, it's going to be 2 for 1 draft beers over there on the first base party deck. And then $2 off all can of beer on the third base party deck. And Ty Abraham comes, sets, looks at the catcher, Bennett Lawrence, at second base, as that is a slider swung on for strike one. As the Generals fans are getting kind of excited, making quite a line over there toward the beer batter, toward the party deck, as the 0-1 pitch is swung on for strike two, as the Generals fans are starting to walk toward the beer deck to hopefully get some 2 for 1 draft beers. I'm sure that they would Very, very much like that. As Abraham comes, sets, and delivers a fastball upstairs, taken for ball one. One out here in the top of the seventh inning as the Rougarou were able to get back-to-back runners on with back-to-back walks from Abraham. As Abraham looks in and gets his sign. 1-2 is the count. As Lucas Polanco calls time. As he is not quite ready for the pitch. Lucas now getting ready for the pitch. As the pitch from Abraham is swung on for strike three. Polanco strikes out, but that ball hit off Vuletish's shin guards as both runners are able to advance on that strikeout. And that's going to be $2 off canned beer on the third base party deck and 2-for-1 beers on the Compadres Design party deck over there on first base. 2 outs now with runners on third base and second base for the Rougarou, and that's going to bring up Cameron Crawford, who's 1 for 2 on the day, having one of the only 2 hits for the Baton Rouge Rougarou. As Abraham gets a sign and comes set, delivers the 0-0 pitch. Fastball outside taken. As Abraham gets the ball back, steps onto the mound and comes set. As he gets his sign and delivers the pitch. Fastball in there for strike one. 1-1 is the count here for the Rougarou hitter. As that is swung on, fouled off for strike two. Abraham looking to get out of the situation, looking to hang another 0 on that scoreboard for the Rougarou, as there are a lot of zeros on that scoreboard for them, mounting 7 total, including their runs so far. As Abraham delivers the 1-2 pitch, and that is swung on for strike 3, and that's going to be the 7th 0 in the run column for the Rougarou, as the Generals look to add to their 5-run lead. And that's going to bring us to the 7th inning stretch. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th inning in just a few minutes. Welcome back, Generals fans, and that's going to bring up number 8, Kobe Potvin, to face Boudre. Potvin so far tonight going 2 for 3, reaching all 3 times, and his last time he reached on an air. As the first pitch misses outside for ball 1, and the pitch taken upstairs for ball 2. As the pitch, 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Count now goes to 2-1 as Potvin gets ready, and that is flicked into left field. That shouldn't be much of a problem for the left fielder Drew Bianco, and that isn't. Yes, he is able to catch that ball fairly easily. Coming in just a little bit, as that's going to bring up Cole Taylor, number 13, the designated hitter. He was able to get a 0-2 double last time, even got himself a little RBI right there. And then he ended up getting doubled up to end the inning back in the 5th, as the first pitch is in there, swung on for strike 1. And the pitch taken upstairs. Count goes to 1-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Generals leading 5-0 as the pitch comes in. That's a slider that hangs outside. Didn't want to come in. That slider was just going to keep hanging outside, just doing its own thing. Count goes to 2-0 or 2-1. I'm sorry. And the pitch, fastball swung on. Count goes to 0-2 or 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as the designated hitter Cole Taylor is up for the Generals, and that is a slider in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2 as Boudre comes set and delivers ball 4. That's going to bring up number 7, Peyton Robertson. Peyton so far tonight going 1 for 3, able to single in his last at bat. As Peyton Robertson looking to add a couple runs to this bottom of the 7th inning, give his pitchers a little bit more run support. As the pitch is in there, a 1 pitch is in there, or 0-0 pitch, I'm sorry, is in there for strike 1. As Peyton Robertson steps back in, and Taylor leads off first. And the pitch is flicked up toward the mound, as the first baseman is able to come get that one for the second out of the inning. The first baseman had to come almost all the way to home plate, as that ball had a whole lot of spin on it, kept coming back home, as Lucas Polanco able to come and get that, and that's going to bring up the first baseman today, number 17, A.J. Taylor. Taylor has gone 0 for 3 so far, striking out twice, and then popped out to second base in his last at-bat. Tough night for Taylor, as he is a new addition for the Generals, as that is a fastball taken outside for strike 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as Cole Taylor leads off first. And that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, and that's going to do it, as the Generals strand 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to go to the top of the 8th with the Generals still leading 5-0. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back, Generals fans, as Kyle Fledrich fouls off the first pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 goes the count. Ty Abraham on for his third inning of work, as Fledrich leads off the top of the 8th inning for the Rougarou. Fledrich is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk in his first at-bat and struck out looking in his last at-bat. Scotty Scott, the second baseman, in the hole. And the pitch taken for strike 2. 0-2 goes the count. As Ty Abraham takes a long look in. And the pitch is a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 goes the count. No outs here in the top of the 8th inning. If you're just joining us, the Generals are currently leading the Baton Rouge Rougarou 5-0. As the Generals were able to lead off the game with a solo home run, and then a double by Kobe Potvin in the 3rd, and then 3 runs across in the 5th. As Fledrich swings on that one for strike 3, as that's going to be the first out of the inning. And then the Generals were able to score 3 in the bottom of the 5th inning on a couple errors and a couple timely hits by the Generals. As the Generals now lead the Rougarou 5-0 here in the top of the 8th inning, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 7, Scotty Scott, who is 0 for 3 on the day as Abraham comes set and delivers the 0-0 pitch. As the fastball taken in the dirt for ball 1. As Abraham takes a long look in again and delivers the pitch. Fastball outside taken. Two and 0 is the count here as Abraham comes set and delivers. Fastball outside taken for ball 3. 3-0 goes the count here to Scotty Scott. As Scotty Scott is in a different take situation here, as that ball is taken inside for sure, as that almost got him on the the thigh, and the umpire is going to call that a strike, apparently, as Abraham comes, sets, and delivers the 3-1 pitch, and that's a ground ball over to the second baseman, as that's going to be a tough bang-bang play, but that's going to get Scotty Scott, as the throw from Barr over to Taylor is in time for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 13, Alex Gailey, who is currently in line for the Golden Sombrero. And if you don't know what that is 4 strikeouts in a game. He already has the hat trick looking, and Abraham is looking to give him a sombrero as he comes sets and gets ready for the 0-0 pitch. As it is a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Abraham looking a little tired so far this inning, as the pitch from Abraham misses upstairs. Abraham throwing away a lot of pitches in the dirt as he is out for his 3rd inning of work, retiring the first 2 fairly quickly, as he now comes set with the 2-0 pitch, and that is in there for strike 1. As Abraham gets back on the mound, as Gailey gets ready for the 2-1 pitch, and the pitch taken on the inner half for strike 2. 2-2 goes the count, as Gailey is 1 strike away from getting the sombrero. And that would just probably top off the Rougarou's woes for tonight, as they haven't been able to get really anything going offensively, and then just been dreadful defensively. As that is a fastball spiked in the dirt for ball three. Count goes full 3-2. This has been one to forget if you're a Rougarou fan, as they have not played clean baseball at all, and then they haven't even had a base hit since the third inning, as they've been able to get a couple walks here, but nothing other than that. As Abraham comes, sets, and delivers the full count pitch, taken downstairs, as Gailey is able to avoid the sombrero, but it's looking like he's probably going to end with the hat trick, as Logan Lejeune comes up to the plate, as Logan Lejeune is in line for the hat trick, as he's 0 for 3. I'm sorry, 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, he'll get a hat trick. As Gailey leads off first base, and Abraham comes, sets, and delivers the pitch. That is swung on for strike one. As Abraham looks over at first base and delivers the pitch. I'm sorry, he picks off. Not in time, as Gailey was able to get back there just in time. As Abraham gets his sign. Long look in, shakes off Vulicich a couple times. Looks over there at first base, as Gailey takes another step off first. And the pitch popped up over toward third base. Reese Johnson is going to be able to make a play on this, and that's going to end it for the Rougarou here in the top of the 8th inning. Rougarou strand one, as the Generals are about to come up here in the bottom of the 8th inning, looking to get a little bit more run support. And don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back with the bottom of the 8th inning. Welcome back here with the bottom of the 8th inning as Reese Johnson is facing Segura as the 0-1 pitch is lofted into deep center field. Beatty is not going to have any trouble with that one as that one was hit right to him almost, as that is going to be the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that's going to bring up the catcher, number 16, Zach Vuletic. Vuletic on the night is 3 for 3, as the last time up he hit a little bloop single over behind first base as nobody was able to touch it as the woes continued for the Rougarou, and then he ended up getting thrown out at second base as the pitch is fouled off for strike one. 1-1 goes the count here in the bottom of the 8th inning with one out. As Vuletic steps back in and Segura delivers. The pitch misses outside for ball 2. As Vuletic gets ready for the 2-1 pitch. That's a fastball on the outside half for strike 2. 2-2 goes the count. And the pitch as Segura looks in. As Vuletic takes a hearty hack at that 2-2 pitch and goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Oh, yeah. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 9, Justin Barr. As Chris Segura throws the 0 pitch outside for ball 1. And the pitch is taken inside for ball 2. Segura steps back onto the mound and delivers the 2-0 pitch. Fastball taken outside for ball 3. 3-0 is the count here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Victoria Generals. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th as the pitcher, Chris Segura, was able to retire the first 2 fairly quickly as that ball misses downstairs for ball 4. And that's going to bring up Tanner Roach, number 44, the center fielder for the Generals, who is 2 for 4 on the night, reaching base 3 times, and hit a solo home run to lead off the game for the Victoria Generals. And the pitch taken for strike 1. Good idea by Tanner Roach to take that one as Chris Segura just threw 4 straight balls. Now he's ready to attack this pitcher as Segura comes set and delivers the 1 pitch as that is lined to right center field, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Taylor coming around as that ball gets away from the shortstop, and he's going to score easily as Tanner Roach comes in, sliding into second base as the Generals add 1 more before this one. The Generals are able to add 1 more here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Jose Diaz comes up to the plate. Jose is 0 for 2 on the day, reaching base twice, getting hit by back-to-back pitches and his second and third at bats. As Jose Diaz steps into the box with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch is taken outside for ball 1. 1-0 in the count. Tanner Roach on second base. Tanner Roach having one heck of a night as he ends up, as his stats line is going to be, Jose Diaz grounds the ball up towards shortstop. He's too fast to beat, for that not to beat it out. Oh, wow. Bang, bang play over there at first base as that ball was grounded over the second base as a shortstop. The shortstop for the Rougarou, Alex Gailey, was able to come over and fire across to get Jose Diaz. As the Generals are going to come up, looking to get this one out. As the Generals are leading 6-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the top of the 9th inning. Jack Engelman on the pitch here in the top of the 9th inning as Drew Bianco is going to come up as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And that's going to do it for Ty Abraham. Abraham's stat line is 3 innings pitched as the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Abraham going 3 innings, giving up 3 walks and striking out 5, not giving up a single hit or any runs to that matter, as he was able to pitch out of every jam. As the 1-1 pitch is a line drive over there by Reese Johnson, able to make a nice play. Throws it over to E.J. Taylor for the first out in the top of the 9th. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Brennett Lambert, as the first pitch of the at-bat is fouled off. Lambert, in his stat line tonight, is a double in his first at-bat and then flying out his second at-bat and walking in his last at-bat. Definitely one of the only Rougarou hitters to actually see the ball tonight, as a lot of them have struck out, as that ball was up and in. Bianco unable to hold off. In fact, there have been 10 strikeouts so far for the Rougarou, as they just have, as this has just been a series that they want to forget, as the pitch from Engelman is fouled off down the third base side. Count remains 0-2. Engelman steps back onto the mound as he gets his sign from Vuletic, and the pitch. That is a fastball, two-seam fastball that just came back in. Looked like Lambert tried to swing at that, but they say he's able to hold up, as they might want to appeal that one because it looked like he went all the way around. But they're going to give Lambert the base, and that's going to bring up the center fielder for the Rougarou, number 11, Reed Beatty. Reed Beatty, so far, his stat line is 0 for 2 with a strikeout in his second at-bat and walked in his last at-bat. As Lambert was hit by a pitch, and the pitch from Engelman is a fastball taken outside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. As the pitch from Engelman is a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 goes the count. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Stick around afterwards because we will be live commenting on the jersey auction after supporting Alzheimer's awareness. As the pitch from Engelman is a two-seam fastball flicked into the parking lot there as the count goes to 1-2. Generals sporting some limited edition. This is the only game that they will be won this season for Alzheimer's awareness, as it is purple out at the park. As you look around and just see all kinds of purple in this stadium. As Engelman gets his sign from Zach Vuletic, and the pitch. Wow, that was close. Ball misses outside for 2-2. As Engelman gets his sign from Vuletic, checks the runner over there, first base, comes, sets, and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Change-up, swung on for strike 3, and that's going to be the second out of the inning, and the Rougarou are now down to their final at-bat. And it's going to be Lucas Polanco. Lucas is 0 for 3 on the night, grounded out to shortstop in his first 2 at-bats, and then struck out in his last at-bat. Lucas is the beer batter tonight, as he did strike out in his last at-bat, as the fans were able to get 2-for-1 beers over on the Compadres Design Party Deck, as that ball misses downstairs for ball 1. Engelman gets his sign from Vuletic and comes, sets, and delivers the 1-0 pitch, as that is lined back up the middle, and the Rougarou are able to stay alive, as Engelman almost made that snag, but it just bitched his glove, just went over it, as that's going to bring up Cameron Crawford, as that is going to bring up the right fielder, number 1, Cameron Crawford. Crawford actually had their last hit way back in the 3rd inning, as the Rougarou went as that ball is hit over toward the second baseman. Oh, that could have been interference, as the Rougarou are going to score their first run of the night, as Justin Barr had to come trotting in to go get that one. Unfortunately, that isn't going to be called interference because the runner was in his lane. And that's going to bring up the the designated hitter, number 19, Kyle Fledrich. Kyle Fledrich is 0 for 2 on the day, striking out in his last 2 at-bats and walked in his first. Rougarou able to get back-to-back hits for the first time tonight, as they are able to not get shut out tonight, as they did get a run across here, as there are 2 outs and runners on the corners for the Rougarou, as they're down to their final hitter. Once again, 3rd time's the charm for Jack Engelman, as that is taken for strike 2. Fledrich did not agree with that at all, as he hopped out of the box very quickly to say something to himself, as Engelman gets his sign from Vuletic, not even paying attention to the runners, as he is just focused on this batter. Good idea when you have a 5-run lead, as he comes, sets, and delivers the pitch. Fastball way outside. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning, as the Rougarou are down to their final strike. And the pitch. Taken for strike 3, and that's going to do it. Generals win. Generals win. I repeat, the Generals win. And the Generals are going to win for the 2nd time this series, and they're going to sweep the series against the Rougarou 6-1. Stick around here, as we're about to go do the jersey auction. In just a few minutes, we will be right back. thank you guys for sticking around with us. We're getting ready for the jersey auction, as all these proceeds for these jerseys are going to be given to Alzheimer's donations. And give me 1 second and I will fix that placement. Alrighty, I think that should be better. I'm going to keep you guys updated on how much the last player went for, that his jersey went for, and then also going to keep you up with a running tally of these donations. Thank you guys for sticking around, as I'm sure the players are going to really appreciate you guys watching them get their jersey sold. The Generals were able to beat the Rougarou in their 2-game series. Both games starting off this second half of the season really strong, as we'll be back tomorrow night against the Texarkana Twins for a 2-game series, and then we'll be off for 2 days, and then we'll play the the Brazos Valley Bombers, and then we'll go on about a week-long stretch before another home game. Generals off to one heck of a start this summer, as we just collected our 20th win of the season. As we are gonna getting ready to start, hopefully pretty soon. That way we can get this jersey auction going. These are pretty cool jerseys. I don't know if you get how well you guys can see them on the stream, but they're pretty cool. I really like them a lot. They have it's a purple jersey, and it's got the middle part, and then toward the end of the jersey, around like the bottom part of the shirt, it's got like white coming up. I think it's a pretty nifty jersey. The Generals look really slick out there today. Lots and lots of people sticking around looking to maybe buy a jersey, as there are people all over the stadium still getting ready for this auction. Hopefully we'll start in the next 5 minutes or so. I'll be back right when we're about to start. Alrighty, fans, welcome back. We're getting ready to start. The Generals are all lined up, all in their shorts, and some of them are gonna go fix the mound a little bit, and then we should be Should be getting started here pretty soon. I'm so unhappy. Alrighty, we're about getting ready to get started for the auction. All you Reds fans out there, Sonny Gray has now just been named a All-Star along Luis Castillo. So those two will be staying up in Cleveland after their series against the Cleveland Indians ends tomorrow. Every proceed today has gone to the Alzheimer's Foundation. And the starting pitcher of tonight's game, Derek Cervantes, is going to be the first player that we are going to auction off. Is number 43. Large jersey size. He's going to UTRGB. And let's get this thing started, guys. All right, $150 is going to be the starting bid. Up to $450 now for 500, 5.5, 600. 700 for the starting player jersey tonight. $800. Now up to $800. Looking for an $800 bid. Currently at $750. Looking to get $850. Looking to get $850. Now up to $900. Looking about $950. Looking at just got Derek Cervantes is just got sold for $900. All right. And Tanner Roach. Tanner Roach is up to $350. Up to $400 now. Up to $500 now, or $450. I'm sorry. Now at $500. Now up to $550. We're at $500 right now. Tanner Roach just got sold for $500. That's going to bring our running tally up to $1,400. And up to $200 now. Up to $2.5 now. Up to $4 now. Now up to $450. Sold for $400. That's going to bring our running tally up to $1,800. That's going to bring up Jordan Johnson, number 10. He says he's got the clean jersey tonight since he didn't play. Up to $2.5 now. Up to $500. Now it's up to $550. And that one just sold for $500. And that's going to bring our running tally up to $2,300. And Peyton Robertson's jersey is now up for auction. And Peyton Robertson just sold for $500. That's going to be our running tally to $2,800. And here's the man, the myth, the legend, Jose Diaz.
Sir, gotta be 500. 450 right there. Want to do 500? You're in at 450, ma'am. Gotta be 500. $450 bid now 500. Give 500. 450 now 500. Give 500. $450 bid now 5. Sold it to you, ma'am. 450. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Who should go next? Ty Abraham, University of Houston. What's your jersey size? XL, we'll start the bid at 150.
All right, 150 wear, gotta be 150. $150 bid an hour wear, 150 right there. Now 200, gotta be 200. $150 bid an hour 2. He's 150. Now 2, gotta be 2. 200 now 2.5. 2.5 now 3, gotta be 3. $250 bid an hour 3. Now 3. Now 3, gotta be 3. $250 bid an hour 3. Wanna be 3. $250 bid an hour 3. Now 3. Now 3, wanna be 3. 300's right there. Now 3.5. Give 3.5. 300 there. Now 350. Now 4. Gotta be 4. $350 bid an hour 4. Gotta be 4. Wanna be 4, ma'am? $350 bid an hour 4 to 4 to 4. Wanna be 4. Sold it 350. Thank you.
Up next, Jack Engelman. He'll be heading to University of Texas San Antonio from Georgetown, Texas. He's got a cheering section here too. We'll start the bid at 150. What's your jersey size? XL, take it away.
All right, 150's there. Now 2. 200, gotta be 2. Gotta be 2. 152. Now 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. 3. Now 350. 350. Now 4. Gotta be 4. 350 there. Now 4. Gotta be 4. 350. 400. Now 4.5. 4.5. Now 5. Give 500. $450 bid enough. Enough. Gotta be 5. $450 bid enough. 5. Wanna be 5. 450's up there. Now gotta be 5. $450 bid enough. 5. Sold it. 450. Thank you.
All right, up next, this gentleman joined us a couple of days ago, Justin Barr. He drove all the way from Florida to come and play with us. He'll be heading to Akron. And what's your jersey size? XL. All right, well, glad to have you. Thanks for coming out. 150 is the starting bid.
All right, hope you brought some friends. 150 wear. Gotta be 150. 150. Now 2. 2. Now 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. Gotta be 3. 300. Now 350. 350. Now 4. 400. Now 450. 450. Now 5. Gotta be 5. Wanna be 5. $450 bid enough height. 500. Now 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. $500 5.5. You gotta work over there. 500 now 550. $500 bid now 550. Now 550. $500 bid now 550. 500 now 5.5. Now 5.5. 5.5 now 6. Gotta be 6. $550 bid now 6. Now 6. Now 6. Gotta be 6. 556. Now 6.5. Give 6.5. 600 now 650. $600 bid now 650. 600 now 6.5. Want to do 6.5. 6.5 now 7. Gotta be 7. $650 bid now 7. Now 7. Now 7. $650 bid now 7. Now 7. Yes, 7. Now 7.5. Now 750. 700 now 750. 7 now 7.5. 7 now 7.5. Still no. We're gonna say sold at 700. Thank you.
Great job, great job. Man, been here 2 days, already raised some money. That a boy. All right, up next, starting pitcher for last night's game, got the win from TCU, Spencer Argetti.
Where $150 bid now 150. Now 150. Gotta be 150. Be 150 there. Now 2. Thank you, sir. Now 2. 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. $200 bid now 250. 200 now 250. 200 right there. Now 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. Gotta be 3. 3 now 3.5. Give 350. Give 350. $300 bid now 3.5. 300 now 350. 350. 350. Now 4. Gotta be 4. $350 bid enough 4 to 4 to 4. Gotta be 4. 350 right there. Now 4. Wanna be 4. $350 bid enough 4 to 4 to 4. Gotta be 4. 4. Now 4.5. 4. Now 4. Don't take that. 4. Now 4.5. 4.5. Now 5. Now 5. 4.5. Now 5. $450 bid enough high enough. Gotta be 5. Wanna be 5. $450 bid enough 5. Sold it. 450. Thank you.
Awesome job. Up next, Jonathan Tapia. Jersey size is a large. He's from UTSA, and he's San Antonio kid. So, start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 where? Gotta be 150. Give 150. 150 now 2. Gotta be 2. 152 now 2.5. Give 2.5. 200's up there. Now 250. 250, now 3, gotta be 3, 3, now 3.5, give 3.5, $300 bidder now 350, give 350, 300 there now 3.5, give 3.5, 300 now 350, we gotta be 350, $300 bidder now 3.5, give 3.5, 3.5, $300 bidder now 3.5, we're 300 up there, now 3.5, give 3.5, 300 now 350, sold it, 300. She's in at 350. Y'all had her? 400, now 4.5, ma'am. 400, now 450. $400 bidder now 4.5, now 4.5. Now we sold it their way for 400. Thank you.
All right, awesome job. Come on up, Alex. Up next, Alex Canoll from Edinburgh, Texas. Extra large jersey. He goes to A&M Kingsville. Start to bid at 150.
All right, 150 where? Gotta be 150. 150 there. Now 2. Gotta be 2. $150 bidder now 2. Now 2. 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. Gotta be 2.5. $200 bidder now 250. Give 250. 250 there. Sir, I took 250 there. Would you do 3? 300. Now 3.5. Give 3.5. 350 now 4. Gotta be 4. 350's here now 4. 400 now 4.5. Give 4.5. 400's up high. Now 450. $400 bidder now 4.5. Now 4.5. 400's up high. Now 4.5. Give 4.5. I'm gonna sell it for 400. Thank you, sir.
We're going to take a break for a second and let Justin talk about some raffle tickets that he has available, and he's going to talk through this. Please help him out. He's trying to raise some money as well. I'm going to let him talk about this for a quick second, and then we'll get right back to the auction.
Blatant self-promotion. All right, I'm a member of the Molten Knights of Columbus. We have our summer raffle coming up. Drawing is July 17th. There are 44 prizes. Majority of the first, say, 10, 11, 12 are all going to be like $300 guns and above. First prize is a $1,300 AR. Tickets are 10 each or 3 for 25. Have a look, fill them out, leave some cash. Most of our funds get donated back to like Little League and church type deals. So there you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Who's next? Next, someone step up. Who's up? Should we let him go? Damon LaFawn from Refugio, Texas. Tyler College. Temple Junior College, where he's headed. What's your jersey size? Yeah, Tyler. Extra large is jersey size, $150 start.
All right, 150 wear, gotta be 150. 150 wear, 150's right there. Now 2, gotta be 2. 150, you got the best hair. 152, now 2.5, 2.5, now 3. 300 now 350, 350 now 4. 400 now 4.5, 4.5 now 5, gotta be 5. $450 bidder now 5. 450 now 5, 450 now 5, gotta be 5. $450 bidder now 5, gotta be 5. 450 up there now 5, gotta be 5. $450 bidder now 5, gotta be 5. $450 bidder now 5. Sold at $450. Thank you, sir.
Good job, good job. Up next, Aaron Gonzalez from Houston, Texas. He goes to Our Lady of the Lake in San Antonio. Extra large jersey size, 150 starting bid.
All right, 150 where? Gotta be 150. 150 right there. Now 200. Give 200. $150 bidder now 2. Now 2. Now 2. Gotta be 2. 150. 200. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. 200. 250. Now 3. 3. Now 3.5, ma'am. Give 3.5. Now 4. Gotta be 4. 354. Now 4.5. Give 450. 400 here. Now 4.5. Give 4.5. $400 bidder now 450. Give 450. Is that a why not 450? 400 now 4.5. Now 4.5, $400 bidder now 4.5. Give 4.5, 400 right there now 4.5. We're gonna sell it 400. Thank you.
All right, up next, Zach Bulatich from San Antonio, Texas. He goes to New Mexico Junior College. We're gonna start the bidding at 150. What's your jersey size? A large, 150.
All right, 150 where? Be 150. Gotta be 150. $150 bidder now 150. Give 150. $150 bidder now 150. Give 150. 150 right there. Now 2. Gotta be 2. $150 bidder now 2. Now 2. Now 2. Gotta be 2. 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. 200 there. Now 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. Gotta be 3. $250 bidder now 3. Now 3. Now 3. 300 now 3.5. Give 3.5. 300 there. Now 350. $300 bidder now 3.5. 300 there. Now 350. 300 now 350. $300 bidder now 3.5. We're gonna sell it your way, 300. Thank you.
All right, up next, Ian Groves from Stephenville, Texas. Okay, here we go. Got a fan club here. Going to Tarleton State next year. Jersey size. Large. We're going to start the bidding at 150. Let's do this.
This one's going to be fun. 150 wear. 150 now, 2, now 2, now 2. Got to be 2, 2 now, 2.5, 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3 now, 350 now, 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid now, 4 to 4 to 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid now, 4. Got to be 4. 350's right there. Now 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid now, 4. Got to be 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid now, 4 to 4 to 4. Got to be 4. 350 now, 4. Sold it to you. 350. Thank you.
Up next, Matthew Swick. He's from Blinn. 2-year returner. Jersey size. XL. Start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 wear. $150 bid now, 150 now, 150. Got to be 150. $150 bid now, 150 right there. Now 200. 200 now, 2.5. Give 2.5. 200's up high now, 2.5. 250 now, 3. Got to be 3. 300 now, 3.5. Give 3.5. 300 up high now, 3.5. Give 3.5. $300 bid now, 350 now, 350. 300 there now, 3.5. Give 3.5. $300 bid now, 350. Sold it 300. Thank you, sir.
All right, up next, AJ Irvin from Kingwood, Texas. He goes to Blinn as well. We're going to start the bidding at 150. Jersey size, large. 150.
All right, $150 bid now, where? 150 there, now 2, got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2 to 2, got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2, got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2 to 2, got to be 2. 152 now, 2.5. Give 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3. 300 now, 350. Got to be 350. 300 now, 3.5. $300 bid now, 350 now, 350. $300 bid now, 3.5. 300 now, 3.5. Sold it to you, ma'am. 300. Thank you.
All right, up next, Seth Campbell from Channelview, Texas. Stephen F. Austin. That's awesome, Stephen F. Austin out there. Yeah, I see him over there. Jersey size large. Start the bid at 150.
All right, 150 where? Got to be 150. $150 bid now, 150 now, 150. Got to be 150. 150's there now, 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2 to 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. Got to be 2. 150 now, 2. Got to be 2. $150 now, 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. 2 here now, 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Want to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. Sold it 250. Thank you.
All right, up next, Reese Johnson from San Antonio, Texas. He goes to Sam Houston State. Jersey size XL. We'll start the bidding at 150.
All right, $150 where? 150 now, 150 right there. Now 2, got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2, now 2, now 2, got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. I'll do 2. 200 now, 2.5. Give 2.5. 250 now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. 250 there. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Want to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Sold it 250. Thank you, sir.
Ryan Flores, number 52. He is the home run leader for the TCL at this time. Good job. See? Yeah, see? So we got to probably raise a bid on this one just a little bit here. He's from Bishop, Texas, goes to Incarnate Word. Super glad to have him. Took a day off today, so his jersey isn't too terribly bad like Johnson. So we'll start the bidding at 150. Is it an extra large? It's a large. 150.
It's a big large, though. All right, 150 where? Got to be 150. $150 bid now, 150 now, 150. 150 right there. Now 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. Now 2. I'll do 2. 2.5. Do 250. Now 3. Got to be 3. 3. Now 3.5. Give 3.5. 300 now, 350. $300 bid now, 350. Now 350. 300 right there. Now 3.5. Now 3.5. You're in at 3. Now 350. Got to be 350. $300 bid now 3.5. Sold it. 300. Thank you.
Up next, Bennett Lawrence from University of Oklahoma. Oh man, you're supposed to try and get money for your jersey, not tear the state of Texas down. So, anyways, what's your jersey size? Jersey size is a large. We'll start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 wear. Got to be 150. $150 bid now 150 now 150. You made them mad. 150 right there. Now 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now 2. Now 2. Now 2. Got to be 2. I'll do 2 now. 2.5. Give 2.5. 200 now 250. Got to be 250. $200 bid now 2.5. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. $200 bid now 250. Sold it. $200. Why don't you make them mad? All right, I bailed you out.
All right, up next, EJ Taylor started with us today. Welcome to the Generals. We do 3 of these auctions, so thanks for coming out. I'm going to let him tell you where he went to school and let him tell you a little bit about what happened to him at school this year.
Gonna put me on the glass like that? Well, I went to NOC Enid, and it's a junior college in Oklahoma. It's in Enid, Oklahoma, and we just won a national championship.
All right, he's going to UTRGV in the fall. Welcome. 150 starting bid.
All right, 150 where? Got to be 150. $150 bid now 150. Now 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now 2 to 2. 2 right there. Now 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Want to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Want to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Pause. 2X. Wow. 250 now 3. Gotta be 3. $250 bid now 3. Now 3. Now 3. Gotta be 3. $250 bid now 3. Mike, it didn't change anything. $250 bid now 3. 3. Now 3.5, ma'am. 300. 350. Now 4. Gotta be 4. $350 bid now 4. Now 4. 350's there. Want to do 4, guys? Give 4. 350's up high. Now 4. Gotta be 4. $350 bid now 4 to 4 to 4. Gotta be 4. 350 there. 400. Now 4.5. Gotta be 450. 400 now 4.5. Now 4.5. 400's there. Now 4.5. Give 4.5. Sold it. $400. Thank you, sir.
Sticking with new players arriving, we got Max Page. He's from Montgomery, Texas. From UT Tyler. What's your jersey size? Large. We'll start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 right there. Now 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now 2 to 2 to 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now 2 to 2 to 2. Got to be 2. 152. Now 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Now 3. Now 3. Want to be 3. $250 bid now 3. Want to be 3. $250 now 3. $250 bid now 3. Now 3. Now 3. You think we're done? $250 bid now 3. Sold it. $250. Thank you, sir.
We're going to change the pace just for a second. This is a beautiful autograph by every player tumbler, donated by the Hartman family here. They did a nice job manufacturing. What's that? Their daughter Christy did it, and we're super excited to auction this off, and we appreciate everything you guys do. It's autographed by everyone. It's really coolly done. We're going to start the bidding at 150 on the tumbler.
All right, on the tumbler, $150 wear, 150 there. Now 2. 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. 2.5. Now 3. Got to be 3. 3. Now 3.5. 300 now 350. Now 350. $300 bid now 350. 300's down low. Now 3.5. 300 now 350. $300 bid now 3.5. 3.5 now 4. Got to be 4. 4 now 4.5. Give 4.5. $400 bid now 4.5. 400 there now 450. $400 bid now 4.5. 400 now 4.5. $400 bid now 4.5. Now 4.5. It's got a plastic straw protector on it. 400 now 4.5. 400 now 4.5. $400 bid now 4.5. Sold it. 400. Thank you, sir.
Thanks again for donating that. It's an awesome cup. So, all right. Let me catch my. Okay, Clayton Price joined us yesterday. First game, came in relief. from Dallas, Texas. He goes to Midland College. Super happy to have you in addition to our bullpen. So we'll start the bidding at 150. Jersey size is extra large.
All right, 150 wear. Got to be 150 now, 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2, now 2, now 2. Got to be 2. 150 to 2 now, 2.5. 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3, now 3, now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Give 3. $250 now, 3. Sold it. $250. Thank y'all.
All right, the pride of Victoria, Texas. Victoria West High School, played at UHV. Had a great season at Wharton Junior College this year. Jonathan Jimenez, jersey size, large. We'll start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 wear. Got to be 150. Give 150. Got to be 150. 150 right there. Now 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. 200 here. Now 250. $200 bid now, 2.5. Give 2.5. 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. 250 there now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. 250s there now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. Sold it. $250. Thank you.
Come on. Up next, we have Cole Taylor joined us today. He's from Texas A&M University. I know it's late, but he's from Houston, Texas. Really glad to have him. Don't tell anybody, but he was a cane cutter last year. So it's all right. But hey, what happened? What happened to the cane cutters last year? They got beat by us, right? So hey, it doesn't matter. But super excited to have you here. Plays outfield for us. Start the bidding at 150 in your jersey size. It's a large.
All right, $150 right there. Now 2. Got to be 2. 152 now, 2.5. 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3. 3 now, 3.5. Give 3.5. 350 now, 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid enough, 4 to 4 to 4. Got to be 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid enough, 4 to 4 to 4. Want to be 4. 350 there now, 4. Got to be 4. $350 bid enough, 4. Got to be 4. Sold it. $350. Thank you.
All right, up next, Zach Smith. He played with us last year. He came back. He joined us a while back. We're super excited to have him back. Zach Smith goes to Central Arkansas, jersey, extra large. Start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 where? Got to be 150 now, 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. Now 2. Now 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. Now 2. Now 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. 2 now, 2.5. Give 2.5. 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Got to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. It's the right size. $250 now, 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. You want to be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Sold it. 2.5. Thank you.
All right, up next, our catcher's best friend right here is Tuffy Dornberg. He just graduated from Goliad. He's our bullpen catcher. He's not eligible to play with us, but he comes out here every day and busts his butt over there. Lets the catchers not have to go down there and kill himself. So Tuffy, we appreciate everything you do. He's going to be going to Murray State, correct? Murray State next year, and we're looking to hopefully he has a good season. He can come here and be a general next year. So a round of applause for Tuffy for working hard and busting his butt for us every night. We appreciate it, and we appreciate his family coming out here. They're our baseball sponsor, and they do a lot of neat stuff with us. So thank you, Dornbergs. We appreciate it. 150 opening bid. What is the size? Never mind, his dad's going to buy it.
150 right there. 150 now, 2. Got to be 2. $150 bid now, 2. Now 2.5. Give 2.5. 2.5 now, 3. Got to be 3 now, 3.5. Give 3.5. 3.5 now, 4. Got to be 4. Got to be 4. 400 now, 4.5. Give 4.5. 4.5 now, 5. Got to be 5 now, 5.5. Give 5.5 now, 5.5. 5.5 now, 6. Got to be 6. We could end this if you say 1,000. Now 6. 650. 650 now, 7. 7 now, 7.5. 7.5 now, 8. 8 now, 8.5. Give 8.5. Give 8.5. 8.5 now, 9. Got to be 9 now, 950. Got to be 950. $900 bid down, 9.5 now, 1,000. Give 1,000. Now 1050. Give 1050. 1050 now, 11. Got to be 1,100. 11 now, 11.5. Give 1150 now, 12. Got to be 12. 1,200. Give 12.5. Now 1250. Give 1250. 1250 now, 13. Give 13. 12.5 now, 13. $1,250 bid now, 13. now 13, $1,250 bid, now 13, now 13. Sold it, $1,250. Thank you.
See, I told you. I knew that was going to happen. Thanks again. Awesome job. All right, up next, this next guy doesn't need any introduction. Everybody knows Don Brubaker. He comes out here and he takes care of us. He gives us great coverage. He promotes our promotions for us. Alzheimer's means a whole lot to him, and we're super glad to have a jersey for him to have auctioned off. I'm going to give him the mic just for a quick second.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you all for making these fantastic bids. We really appreciate that. It's personal for me. I lost my dad almost 5 years ago to Alzheimer's. So anything that you can give, anything that you can donate to help the Alzheimer's Association find a cure to get rid of Alzheimer's, we appreciate it very much. Thank y'all very much.
All right. Jonathan sucks the bid at 500 over here on the deck here. Start the bidding at 150.
Extra large on the size, 150 wear, gotta be 150, $150 bid, now 150, now 150, now 150, 150 right there, now 2, gotta be 2, 2 now, 2.5, give 2.5, give 2.5, 2.5, now 3, gotta be 3, 250 right here, now 3, now 3, now 3, gotta be 3, $250 bid, now 3, gotta be 3, $250 bid, now 3, $250 bid, now 3, 300, now 3.5, give 3.5, 300, now 350, give 350, $300 bid, now 3.5, give 3.5, now 4, gotta be 4, $350 bid, now 4, now 4, now 4. You get a spot on the news, 350, now 4, gotta be 4, $350 bid, now 4, now 4, now 4, gotta be 4, $350 bid, now 4, gotta be 4, and it's the right size, 350, now 4, gotta be 4, $350 bid, now 4, now 4, now 4, wanna be 4. Sold it, $350. Thank y'all.
Last but not least, my coaching staff. These guys come out here, throw BP, hit bungos to the guys. They do a great job. Round of applause for Jake and Mike. We appreciate everything they do. I know Mike likes to come out here. This is his 5th season out here. He can't wait to do this every season, so thank you, Mike, for everything you do. Jake's in his 2nd season, and you couldn't ask for a better partnership with these two guys. So round of applause real quick, and then we'll get Jake's going here. Man, it's a tough crowd, isn't it? Yeah, the hecklers are out for the auction. We'll start the bidding at 150. Thank you, Jake. Jersey size, large.
All right, 150 wear, gotta be 150, $150 bid, now 150, now 150, now 150, $150 bid, now 2, gotta be 2, $150 bid, now 2, now 2, now 2, gotta be 2, $150 bid, now 2, 200, now 2.5, give 2.5, 200, now 250, give 250, $200 bid, now 2.5, give 2.5, 2.5, now 3, gotta be 3, $250 bid, now 3, now 3, now 3, gotta be 3, $250 bid, now 3, gotta be 3, $250 bid, now 3, 250 now 3, wanna do 3, 300 now 3.5, give 3.5, $300 bid, now 350, give 350. It's exciting, isn't it? 300 now 3.5, $300 bid, now 350, give 350, give 350. Sold it, 300. Thank you.
So how much did that one go for? $300, Mike. Come on. Should we just start the bidding there? No. Okay. All right. Michael Oros, 5th year coach, 3 seasons playing as a general, been with this organization for 8 seasons. Ooh, look at there. No, they're talking to this mic, this one. Oh my gosh, we're getting all the love from the party deck. Have another beer. All right, thanks again, Mike. We'll start the bidding at 150. This is the last item up for auction. Many thanks to everyone here. Thanks to my sponsors. And it's a great total. It looks like we did a really nice job tonight. I know it was 4th of July weekend, but it was the only Saturday night that we had left that we could pull this off. So many thanks. Start the bidding at 150.
All right, 150 wear, give 150, $150 bid, now 150, now 150, now 150, give 150, $150 there, now 2, gotta be 2, $150 bid, now 2, now 2, now 2, gotta be 2, don't panic yet, $150 bid, now 2, gotta be 2, I'll do 2, now 2.5, give 2.5, gotta be 2.5, I'm sorry, it's for charity. 200 now, 2.5. $200 and my commission 0 times something. 200 now, 2.5. 2.5 now, 3. Gotta be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Gotta be 3. $250 bid now, 3. See, I can't do 3 because then he'd make as much as the other one. $250 bid now, 3. Now 3. Now 3. Gotta be 3. $250 bid now, 3. Sold it. $250, which I believe is 50 less. I'm not sure.
Jake gets the extra box of chicken, I think. Hang on 1 second. We will give you a total here of what we have. We don't have a total, but we will get you a total. Watch social media. You'll see it out here tonight. Many thanks. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you again, Justin, for always being here for us.
Thanks to everybody who stuck around to watch the jersey auction. Tomorrow the Generals are going to be back in action at 7:05 p.m. for the opening game against the Texarkana Twins. Coach Oros' jersey ends up going for $250, and the total donation is going to be $13,250. Thank you to everybody who donated. And as always, go Generals.